Welcome to class 7 mathematics classes. Today we are going to revise chapter decimal and profit and loss. This question is from decimal chapter. Here question is express 3 by 11 as a recurring decimal. So recurring decimal we have to convert this vulgar fraction. So here we'll go for division method. Okay, so here 3 is the numerator and 11 is the denominator. So numerator will be divided by denominator. So here 3 divided by 11. Okay, as this is a single digit, the dividend is single digit and divisor is double digit. That means it is greater than this. So here we'll apply decimal, and before that let us divide it by 0. 11 0 0 here, 3 minus 0 is 3. Okay, so let us put here a decimal. For that 0 will come here. Now this will be divided by 11. So 11 2 times 22, subtract here, we get 8 0 because of decimal, and this will go for 7 times. 11 7s are 77, subtraction we get 3 here, again 0, it goes like that. So 2 times 22, here 8, again 0 here, 7 times 77, subtraction we get 3. So this division will keep on going, so it is never ending. So here these two numbers are appearing again and again, okay, one after another. So this kind of number can be represented as recurring decimal. So here we can write 3 by 11 is equals to 0.2727. okay, so these two digits are repeating again and again. So upon that we'll put the recurring bar. Okay, it means that this 2727 will keep on coming while dividing this. Okay, here is another question from the same chapter. Without actual division, so that 17 by 20 is expressible as a terminating decimal. So this fraction can be expressed as a terminating decimal, but we have to show without actual division. Okay, so here the denominator in the question, it is 17 by 20. The fraction is 17 by 20, where the denominator is 20. Okay, so this denominator will factorize. Okay, 20 will factorize here, so it is going by 2. 2 10s are 20, 2 5s are 10, and 5 1s are 5. So the factors of 20 are 2 into 2 into 5. Okay, so here this 2 we can write in exponential form as 2 square. 2 2s are there, so we put square here, and 5 is 1 only. Okay, so our knowledge for this process is that when the prime factors, these are the prime factors, when here if we get other than 2 and 5, the factors other than 2 and 5, then this fraction is a non-terminating decimal. Okay, or recurring decimal. Okay, but here we have only factors like 2 and 5, so this is a terminating decimal. Okay, this one is a terminating decimal number. When we divide, that means the remainder is 0. Okay, you divide it in a rough and see the remainder comes 0 or not. Okay, so thus we can write thus the denominator of 17 by 20, this fraction, has no prime factor other than 2 and 5. So here prime factors are 2 and 5 only. So 17 by 20 is expressible as a terminating decimal. Okay, so this is the process. Without actual division, we can show a fraction as a terminating decimal, or we can check a fraction is a terminating decimal or not. Okay, another question from the same chapter: convert 0.16 recurring into a vulgar fraction. Okay, so here this kind of sums we have to do in this process. 0.16 recurring here. Okay, so let us assume that this is x. Okay, so let x is equals to 0.16 recurring. So this recurring means 0.1666, it is like that only, so it comes 666 here. So let it be 1. Okay, so x is equals to 0.1666, it goes on. Now we will try to remove this decimal one digit this side. Okay, we want to shift this. Okay, so to shift this we have to multiply both the sides by 10. If I multiply this x by 10, it will become 10x, and if I multiply this side by 10, it will become 1.666, isn't it? This decimal will jump one digit if we multiply by 10, that you know only. So here let us write multiplying by 10 both sides. We get what we get, this side 10x, and this side after multiplying we get 1.66 dot dot. Okay, it means so many 6 are coming here. So here let us put it as equation 2. Okay, now this side you see 666 is there, isn't it? So let us multiply one more time. Try to understand why I'm doing this all. Okay, at the end I'll explain again. So multiplying, let us multiply by 10 both sides. We get what? 10x again multiplied by 10, it will become 100x, and 1.666 when we multiply by 10, it will become, this decimal will shift one digit again here, so it will become 16.666 dot dot dot. Okay, let it be equation 3. Okay, now if we subtract this 100x, no, from this 100x, this 10x, and from this 16.666, 1.666, then what we get? Let us see on subtracting equation 2 from equation 3. What we get? We get like this: 100x is equals to 16.666. This is equation 3, and we are subtracting equation 2 from this, that is 10x is equals to 1.666. It is equation 2. So when we subtract, what we get here? 90x, isn't it? And this side you are going to get how much? This part is 0, and 16 minus 1 is 15. Okay, so this part is removed now. So we were trying to remove this part only. While doing these all steps, what was our ambition? To remove this decimal part. Okay. So at first we have multiplied by 10. So still it is not going to remove. Again we have multiplied by 10. So we got this, and we can observe it. If we subtract this one from this, then this part is removed, isn't it? It can be removed, this part decimal. So that was our ambition. So here we have removed, okay, this decimal part. So only whole numbers are there. Now it's easy to find the fraction, that is x. Okay, x is this much, and here is also x. So this x represents this only. Okay, same thing, 0.166. This x is the value of x is. So now therefore x will be 15 divided by 90. When you simplify it, what will get? 1 by 6. 15 ones are 15 6. Okay. So therefore, what we can write is, therefore x is equals to 1 by 6, or 0.16 recurring can be represented as a vulgar fraction 1 by 6. Okay. So here we have done it. Now this question is from profit and loss chapter. Okay, so question is, Ayush bought a bicycle. So this means some CP is given in the question. Ayush bought a bicycle, it means cost price is given in the question. Okay, for rupees 6,250, this is the cost price, and had to sell it for rupees 5,875. So selling price is this much. Now here we have to decide whether he has lost or he has profit. Okay, so here question is find loss and loss percent. Okay, so at first we have to decide whether this transaction is loss or profit. Okay, so here you have to decide. So for that you have to see cost price and selling price. If the cost price is more, then he will have loss. If the cost price is less than selling price, then he will have profit. So this much we know. Okay, so let us do here. CP is equals to 6,250. Okay, and SP is equals to 5,875. So you can easily decide CP is greater than SP. That means we'll have loss. Okay, therefore loss is equals to what? CP minus SP. CP minus SP. CP is 6,250 and SP is 5,875. So we'll subtract it and we'll get 375 after subtraction. So now after this, let me do here. We know what? The formula of loss percent. Loss percent is equals to what? Loss by cost price into 100%. Okay, so here loss is equals to 375 and our cost price is 6,250. 6,250 into 100%. So just to calculate it, when we calculate this all, okay, that means cancelling this all and dividing, so we'll get 6%. This part of the work you'll do in ROF to find this one. Okay, here is another question from the same chapter, profit and loss. A fruit seller bought bananas at the rate of 3 for rupees 8. Okay, 3 for rupees 8. Try to understand the question. And sold them at the rate of 2 for rupees 7. He bought 3 bananas giving 8 rupees. Okay, and he sold 2 bananas receiving 7 rupees. Okay, so here question is find his gain or loss percent. Okay, first we have to decide that he has gain or loss. Okay, then after we'll find the percent of that particular transaction. Okay, so here as we have seen 3 for rupees 8 and 2 for rupees 7, so here the common is not there. Okay, to make the common of this buying and selling quantities, number of quantities, first we'll take the LCM of this 3 and 2. Okay, so let us find, this is solution. Okay, so LCM of 3 and 2, that is lowest common multiples, LCM is equals to 3 into 2, that is 6 we got. Okay, now let us assume the fruit seller bought 6 bananas. Okay, instead of 3, let us assume that he bought 6 bananas. So now we are applying unitary method to find the cost of 1 banana. Okay, cost of 3 bananas is equals to rupees 8. Okay, now cost of 1 banana will be equal to 8 by 3, and what is the cost of 6 bananas? Then we will multiply this 8 by 3 into 6. 3 ones are 3 twos are 8 twos are 16. Okay, so CP of 1 banana we got 8 by 3, CP of 6 bananas we got 16. Okay, now let us find the selling price of these 6 bananas. To find the selling price of 6 bananas, we'll see at first the selling price of 1 banana. So again by unitary method, let us find the selling price of 6 bananas. Okay, selling price of 2 bananas is equals to rupees 7. 1 will be 7 by 2 and 6 will be 7 by 2 into 6. Okay, so here we are going to get here cancelling 2 3s are 7 3s are 21. So selling price is 21 and cost price is 16 as per the given given things. Okay, given informations from the question that cost price is 16 and selling price is 21 for 6 bananas. Now we can decide whether he has got loss or gain. Okay, so CP is less than SP, that means he has gain. Okay, so since is given, since SP is greater than CP here, okay, the fruit seller gains. Okay, fruit seller gains. Now we have to find the gain percent. Okay, so here let us try to find the gain percent. To find the gain percent, first we'll find out the gain. Gain or profit is equals to SP minus CP, which is equals to rupees 21 minus 16, so it is equals to rupees 5. Okay, so now gain percent is given by the formula, or profit percent also you can say, gain by CP into 100%. Okay, in place of gain you put the value of gain, that is 5, CP is 16 into 100%. Okay, so here 500 by 16. Okay, cancelling this, 4 4s are 16, 4 ones are, and then 125 here. So when we divide 125 by 4, okay, we'll get 31 whole 1 by 4%. So gain percent is 31 whole 1 by 4%. Here is another question from the same chapter, profit and loss. A boys and A buys, not a boys, okay. A buys an article for rupees 650. A buys an article for rupees 650. So this A is one person, okay, and sells it to B. He sells to another person whose name is B, okay. So A buys an article for rupees, this means this is the cost price for A, and sells it to B. This is the selling price. Selling price is not given here, okay. Cost price of A is given, and he sells to B, and he makes a profit at a profit of 20%. So profit percent of A is given and cost price of A is given, okay. B sells it to C. Person B sells to B. Person B sells to C the same article, okay, at a loss percent, okay. Here's some mistake is there, at a loss percent of, here just add of 20%, okay. Yeah. Now what does C pay for it, okay. The question is like this. A buys an article for rupees 650 and sells it to B at a profit of 20%. B sells it to C at a loss percent of 20%. What does C pay for it? So it is asking the cost price of C. Given is the cost price of A, in between B is also there. So how to do this problem solution, okay, let us do it. Solution, given is cost price of A is rupees 650 and profit percent is equals to 20%, okay. Now from this given data we can calculate selling price of A, okay, using our formula. Selling price is equals to 100 plus gain percent by 100 into CP. So it is important to remember the formula, okay. So in place of this gain percent we'll put the value, that is 20%. 100 into CP is 650, and here adding these two we'll get 120 by 100 into 650. This 0 cancel, this 0 cancel. 12 into 65 we'll get 780. So we get selling price of A, that is 780 rupees, okay. So this selling price of A is actually cost price of B, because he is selling to B and B is paying this much for that article, okay. So this is the cost price of B. So therefore cost price of B will be equal to rupees 780, okay, and he has incur loss, okay. Loss percent is equals to 20%. So we can find the selling price of B by applying formula. Selling price will be equal to 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. Do remember the formulas, this one and this one. Okay, so putting the value of loss percent, that is 20, here 100, here 780, because the cost price of B is 780. Okay, so just doing small calculation, this subtraction 80 we got, 100 here into 780, 0 cancel, this 0 and this 0 cancel, 8 into 78, we will get how much? We will get rupees 624. Okay, so here selling price of B is equals to rupees 624. Okay, which is the cost price of, it is equals to cost price of C also. So therefore cost price of C is equals to rupees 624. Okay, try to revise this one.